Next, we are going to discuss about packet video transmission. That means whenever we are going to talk about the video conferencing or live telecasting or video communication, in the sense how the informations are packetized and sent, which kind of network is used. So asynchronous transfer of video, which is referred as packet video, which can be defined as the transfer of video signals across the asynchronous TDM networks such as IP network, internet protocols, and ATM networks. The video may be transferred for instantaneous viewing or subsequent viewing. That means whatever the video which is transmitted, it may be viewed at the time itself, or it may be viewed later by downloading that particular VV and video, and it will be saved in the one storage, then it will be played later. That is the two kinds of videos are there. First type is nothing but viewing directly, that means live telecast, or downloading at the time and viewing online movie we are watching, like in, if you talk about the Netflix, Amazon Prime, lively you are opening the particular movies and you are watching. That is nothing but instantaneous viewing with the instantaneous. Sometimes that thing will be downloaded and later it will be viewed. So if the second case, in the sense you need the bandwidth requirement is more in order to download the original informations. If you talk about the first thing, in the sense here there also the rate, the bit rate and buffering time should be reduced. So the received video can be displayed in a continuous sequence manner. That is nothing but instantaneous viewing. But if you talk about the subsequent or replay time, in the sense we should have the larger data transfer with the time constraint, without less time constraints. So for that we are discussion with the maximum transfer delay should be with the bounce from the camera to monitor if the video part is interactive conversation or a conference. So these limits are set by the human perception and determine when the delay starts with the information exchange. So the part of the signal may be lost, or sometimes it may be corrupted by errors during the transfer of the information. So this will reduce the quality of the information in the while we are going for the reconstruction of the video signal. If the degradation is very serious, then it may cause the viewer to reject the service. Sometimes we will reject, hey, what is this? This is downloading every time, this is downloading like this, only partly downloading, and others are clipping. Some of the videos will be clipped, some of the movies will be clipped, so we won't see that tone, so we will reject the service. So packet videos are to code and transfer the video signals in asynchronously under the quality constraints. If you talk about the synchronous transfer mode, in the sense, then we have to go with the circuit switched network using the telephony network along with this asynchronous multiplexing packet switching. So this is accomplished by establishing the fixed route through the network before accepting any traffic. So the information may be sent with the 53 octets long cell, and the switching route cells according to the address information, which may contains some 5 octet headers. The traffic on a particular link consists of randomly interleaved cells belonging to the different calls. So the network guarantees that all the cells can follow the same route and deliver the same order as they were placed in that one, or they were sent. So the attention is that ATM network should be able to guarantee the quality of services in terms of cell loss and maximum delay, as well as the maximum delay variations. So IP, Internet Protocol, differs in two major respects from ATM. There is no pre-establishment mode and packets are variable length. So IP does not give any guarantee to the delivery system. So the packet may even arrive out order, or if the routing decision is changed during the session, then the packets will be delayed. These issues are addressed by the introduction of Internet Protocol IP in conjunction with the RSVP, that is Resource Protocol. Often it is called as IP version 6. So delay and some loss is inevitable one during the transfer across the both the ATM and IPM networks. The delay can be propagation delay or it may be queuing delay. So queuing delay depends upon the dynamic load variation on the links, and it must be equalized before the video can be reconstructed. Bit errors can occur. The optics and electronics of the physical layer through the thermal and impulsiveness. The loss of information is mainly caused by multiplexing the overload of such magnitude and durations that offers the while talking about the buffering of the video informations. So video in digital form is 3D signal. It is a time sequence equidistantly spaced 2D picture or frames. So normally we are talking about the frames. So frames can be a samples of real scene which is captured by the camera or the sensor. They may also generated by the graphics, and the digitized frame of the video sequence can be either scanned sequentially row by row or by interlaced frames, where the first odd number rows are scanned from the top to bottom by even number rows. That is nothing but interlaced, either progressive scanning or interlaced scanning. Progressive in the sense row by row, it will first row, then it will complete, second row, then it will come, like that, row by row scanning. But interlaced in the sense it is a first it will complete the odd number 1, 3, 5, 7, like that. In a screen the pixels are arranged with the rows and columns. So first row will be scanned by the monitor, then it will come to the third line, then it will come to the fifth line, then seventh line. Then once it is odd is over, then it will go to the second line, fourth line, sixth line. That is nothing but even will takes place. Even scanning will be there. If the source produces a signal with RGB components, then we have to consider the YIQ format. What is YIQ format? Is nothing but one luminance component, two chrominance component. The chrominance component are I and Q, and the luminance component is nothing but 1. While talking about the video transmission, so already I said that the stream consists of the frames. The frames are filled with some interlaced scannings which has some fields. That fields are composed of line of pixels, where each pixel consists of color components. So in video communication, here the camera is continuously captured the scene. The digitized video is passed into the encoder through the analog to digital converter, where the conversion will be taking place. The encoder is the bitrate controller. In order to regulate the operation and also compress the corresponding packets or the particular information. This encoder is used, then it is given to the rate controller. Rate controller will regulate the bit rates. So the reconstruction can be easily done in the receiver side, and also it is given to the network adapter, then it will be given to the network. In reception side, this is transmitting side, and this is in the reception side where the frames of the network will be received from through the network adapter, then it is given to the decoder, then it is given to the control adapter, control error control, then the digital to analog conversion will be taking place, then it will be either displayed in the monitor or it may be stored in the system. So like that the transmission is taking place. So the receiver side performs the function that are reciprocal to the sending function. It may compensate for the errors. May compensate for the errors during the transfer. So these functions includes decoding, error handling, delay equalization, clock synchronization and digital to analog conversion.